And we have been expected and we have been commanded to remain steadfast and true to the covenant, right? To the covenant that we took from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in obeying Him and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to observe His commands and prohibitions and His way of life and His perspective, and not fall for the trap, fall for the traps that have been set for us. And we've been instructed to hold the Quran near and dear to us, not just by tongue, but actually, more importantly, by action, by implementing it, by understanding it and implementing it. And just as an aside, just as a tangent, a lot of times if you ask a Muslim about Quran, you will hear, a very superficial relationship with the Quran. It is either a book that we think is meant to be, you need to memorize certain parts of it so you can recite in the prayer, or you need to indulge or have a relationship with it at an intellectual level. But very rarely do we really think about the real goal of the Quran, which is to make a change in your life, to interact with it on a daily basis and make a change to your life. There was a big wisdom behind revealing the Quran over 23 years, part apart at a time, because, and this is what the companions did when they got a piece of the Quran, they would apply it in their lives and change their life. So that's the second point, right? The second theme of the surah is around admonition to the Muslims. And the third is an admonition to the people of the book and an invitation to them. And we are in this passage where we will talk about some of the warnings that Allah will give to the Yahud as well as the Nasara, and by extension, all the other faiths as well. But specifically, you will see people of the book are called out about the wrong perspective, the wrong attitude, and invited to follow the right way. And so this is the section that we are in now. We ended last time with a very, very important ayah number 69, which I said was also there in a different way, or almost the same, with almost the same wordings in ayah number 62 of Al-Baqarah, which basically talked about the fact that salvation is based on a universal criteria, not group affiliation. It is one of the most comprehensive statements of universal salvation. And it is also, as I said last time, that it is also one of those ayahs that if you don't understand the context around this particular ayah in the surah, where it is positioned, what is coming before it, and what is coming after it, which we will talk about today, you can get the wrong idea. It is not saying on surface that if you just claim to be a Muslim or a Jew or a Sabian or a Christian, and you just say, I believe in Allah and the last day and do good, that you will earn Jannah. That is a very superficial and the wrong understanding. There is a lot of nuance, there is a lot of depth, which is why I went into a lot of depth in it last time. And so this is where I'll pick up. This ayah also refutes the notion of having any exclusive salvation path. As long as people understand the truth and turn to it, you are on the right track. And once the Quran has come down and the Prophet ﷺ has come down, has brought the Quran down, his book, Quran, and his Sunnah becomes the path to salvation. Right?